Hey everybody, Gary, Main Brew Guy here. It's been a while since I've been on. I've been super busy. I've been working 2 jobs. Actually, the wife and I have both been working 2 jobs. And you'd say, why are you guys working 2 jobs? Well, I don't know, some of you may be aware, but we are planning to open a brewery sometime next year. So what we're doing is we're working a second job and putting that money towards the new brewery. When you go for a loan for, a small business loan or a VA guaranteed loan for a business, they want you to have some skin in the game, basically bringing some capital to the project. So that's kind of what we've been doing. So I've been super scarce on the internet right now, but there will be a content shift at some point if we do open this brewery. We'll be switching to the content of, watching a brewery start up and how it's going to evolve until it's actually producing. So there'll be some different content coming, but until then we'll keep working towards perfecting our craft a little more. Okay, so now I only have 3 beers on tap, which is pretty bad. So they're all fantastic, which is really nice. So but they're all about to kick, so I figured I'd get this video out before they're gone. So this is a dipped West Coast IPA. This is my, actually this is also a dipped New England IPA, but it's not, it's actually the second one I brewed. I sent some out to Nick and Brandon and Dave and maybe Dennis. I'm not sure, I can't remember. It's been a while now. That beer is long gone. This is the second iteration of that, which is even better. And then I believe this is getting ready to kick. It's the Oktoberfest. So look at that, Oktoberfest. It looks a little undercarbonated, but it produced a massive head. I like my Oktoberfest a little on the lighter side, but I think this one, it's of course in a smaller glass. But I think it did come out more light than I normally would care to have them. It's more like a lager, standard lager, not a Marzen or whatever. But the taste is, and the aroma and the flavor are right on the money there. Maybe just a little less caramel. But this one does have a little bit of fruitiness too, though, which sort of evolved over time. But it's a typical Marzen there. So it's very good, very drinkable. We had a Friendsgiving here. There was like 20 people, and I'm surprised this keg, it hasn't kicked, because they were going after this one and this one a lot. Anyway, cheers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Holding up well. It's it's a lager. More on the brewery start though. It's not going to be a very large brewery. We're probably going to be a 600 barrel a year production, maybe brewing 2 or 3 days a week, probably in the 1,800 square feet or so to start. Going to do a little food trucks, and the food is really there for the pandemic proof part of the business. Although here in Florida we've been able to stay open for the last year, no problem, no masks, no problem. But who knows who the next governor will be, so I need to be careful. That way I'll build my business that it's more pandemic proof, so we have to provide food as part of the brewery. The breweries that were only doing food trucks had to shut down the first part of the year. So I don't want... Anyway, New England IPA, fantastic. This one probably 3/4 gone as well, because I've been drinking this one every night. It is such a good beer. They're holding up so well with the, closed transfer and pressure fermentation and the whole bit. If you've seen the video and follow those, you'll continue to brew bright beers like this. And they hold up well. This one has a really nice bouquet. The one I had sent out didn't have as much aroma. This one here is like in your face. The aroma is crazy good. And all I did was I just upped the dry hopping. I almost doubled the dry hop, and that took care of it. Anyway, cheers again. Yeah, it's super good. I'll put the recipes for these in the notes below if you'd like them. It'll actually take you to BrewTuber's website where these recipes reside. You'll have to right click and save, and yeah, right click and save it and then open it up. I'll save them, I'll put them on there as XML files, that way you can put them in any system. Anyway, here's the West Coast IPA. Now, as West Coast IPAs go, this one's super mild. It's a little less on the fruity side. I'm sorry, a little less on the piney side, more on the fruity side, so maybe a mid-coast IPA. But it's pleasant, it's inviting. It's got the right color, you know. Anyway. Yeah. Super good, super crushable. Probably use a little more back bittering, which, although that's what everybody liked about it. It wasn't super bitter on the back, but if you're going to advertise it to be an IPA, maybe a little more back bitter there would be the key, but this certainly could go as a really mild IPA. Well balanced. So back to the brewery. I've been, and BrewTubers as well, and YouTubing. I've been really scarce on there. It's happened to me a few times over the years, and you know, life gets in the way, and we you know, family first, as I've always said, and you've got to get through whatever it is you're having to deal with, and then you come back to the craft full speed. So I haven't put up any new content recently because frankly too busy to do any editing and recording. These 3 beers that I brewed and I don't believe I recorded any content on any of these, so maybe this one, but I haven't put any up because I haven't had time to edit, and I feel like now it's maybe old hat. So regardless, I'm just not putting up as much content because I feel like I have nothing new to add at the moment because I'm just so busy. The creative juices aren't there or whatever. No worries, I will be back. I also have some content to put up for the reviews of the finishing the Saison experiment and also the Belgian Duvel experiment. So those will be forthcoming hopefully before the end of the year. We'll see. But working 2 full-time jobs doesn't leave much time to do much of anything. So that's where I'm at right now, folks. Anyway, I'm glad you tuned in. If any of these beers interest you, please go ahead and download them at your leisure. I'm not afraid of any proprietary issues, although these beers, maybe with some tweaks on these 2, will end up in the brewery probably in the first or second iterations or runs, you know, when I start up the brewery. So in this particular one, I have refined this one several times, so I'm pretty pleased with the way it's turning out now. These 2 here are both first run beers, so they can make some small adjustments, but frankly, not to just break my back, patting myself on the back, but lately I've been crushing it with some of the beers I've been making. I don't know, you know, sometimes it just happens that way. You just get lucky and you just bring some great beers, and then you turn on a couple of duds and you wonder what happened. So right now I'm on the upswing, although I have no time to be creative. But I'm basically just reiterating some of the recipes I already have. I'll still remain a member of BrewTubers, of course. It's my home, so I will continue to be part of BrewTubers. In fact, when we open the brewery, BrewTubers will be incorporated into the brewery somehow. I'm trying to work through that, but probably in ways that we can discuss further in the future. Anyway, I'm rambling, and you guys are great, and I'm glad that you have subscribed to the channel. Don't unsubscribe. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming, and you're going to see how things evolve in a brewery, starting up your own brewery. So that might be interesting to watch, because there might be some of you out there that may consider it someday, and you might find it useful. So stay tuned to the channel. Cheers. This is still my favorite.